Whether you're buying your first home, relocating to San Diego, or navigating this process for the very first time, this channel is for you. I know how overwhelming it can feel. Looking at homes online from hundreds of miles away, trusting people you've never met with one of the biggest decisions of your life, that is a lot. And most agents don't talk about that part. I'm Dez, a licensed real estate agent in San Diego, and I'm your Real Estate Tita. If you're intrigued, hit subscribe. I'd love for you to be here. So, a tita is an auntie, but not just any auntie. She's the one who tells you the truth when no one else will. She does the research. She asks the hard questions. She shows up, and she makes sure you're protected. Every culture has that person. And maybe you call them tita. Maybe you call them auntie. Maybe you call them nana. But they're that one person you always call when you need real advice. That's who I am for my clients. I'm warm enough to hold your hand through the entire process. I'm someone who will fight for what you want every single time. Real enough to tell you when something isn't right, even when it's not what you want to hear. A little about me: I grew up in Guam. I made my way to the Bay Area, and like most people who land somewhere new, I rented first. But I was always raised with this belief: understanding real estate is one of the most powerful things you can do for your financial future. So eventually, I took the leap, bought my first property with my sister, and then a few years later, we sold it and bought something bigger. And then the market happened. We had an adjustable rate mortgage, and when the housing bubble burst, our rate just kept climbing, climbing, and climbing until we couldn't hold on to it anymore. We lost that house. I'm not going to pretend that that didn't hurt, especially my ego. But here's what I learned from that: having the right people in your corner changes everything. If we'd had someone asking the hard questions before we signed, someone whose job was to protect us, not just to close a deal, we might have made a different choice. And that wasn't regret, that was just ice cold water in our faces. After that, I started over. And somewhere in that rebuilding, I got my first real education in VA loans, helping a family member navigate the entire process from start to finish. The paperwork, the lender calls, the questions nobody explains clearly, I figured it out alongside them. And also, my husband is a veteran. So when we were ready to buy our first home together in the Bay Area, we used his VA loan benefit. And I already knew what to expect, but being on the buyer side made it real in a completely different way. We sold the home after a few years, and life took us to Canada for a while. And then San Diego. We used the VA loan again, but this time we were buying from across the country. We were looking at homes online, trusting a realtor we'd never met to do our walkthrough of the house we'd never seen in person. Thankfully, he did right by us, but it made me realize not everyone gets that. Not everyone has someone in their corner who will actually tell them the truth. I became a real estate agent in 2026 because I am the agent I needed when I went through all of this. And I'm here now for you. If any part of that sounds familiar, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Here's what you can expect: real education. Whether you're buying for the first time or relocating to a city you've never lived in, I'll walk you through what the process actually looks like in San Diego. No mumbo jumbo, no overwhelm. Real VA loan experience from the buyer side. I know what that process actually feels like, and I know how to work alongside the right lender so nothing falls through the cracks. Real neighborhood guides. Because choosing a home isn't just about square footage. It's about community. It's about the commute, the schools, and what an area actually feels like to live in. Real market information. San Diego is one of the most dynamic markets in the country. I'll give you the real numbers. what's happening, what it means for buyers, and how to use it to your advantage. Everyone has a tita in their corner. So before I let you go, 3 things. 1, drop a comment where you are in your journey, thinking about buying, relocating, or you're just figuring out if San Diego is even the right move. Say it below. Your questions shape this channel. 2, hit the subscribe button. New content regularly, neighborhood guides, market updates, what different budgets actually get you right now, things that could save you thousands if you know them before you need them. 3, share this video with someone who's thinking about making a move, or honestly, with anyone who's ever looked at the home buying process and thought, I don't even know where to start. You found your tita. Now go tell somebody. Thank you so much for watching. It means more than you know. I'll be back soon with more neighborhood guides, market updates, and everything you need to know before you make a move to San Diego. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. I'm Dez Prado, your real estate tita. Your tita's got you. See you in the next one.